Bible has some wonderful promises for Egypt and the people of Egypt. Listen to this from Isaiah 19. In that day there will be a highway out of Egypt to Assyria, and the Assyrians will come into Egypt, and the Egyptian into Assyria, and the Egyptian will serve with the Assyrians. In that day Israel will be the third, with Egypt and with Assyria, a blessing in the midst of the land, whom the Lord of hosts will bless, saying, Blessed be my people Egypt, and Assyria, the work of my hands, and Israel, my inheritance. Wow. Can you imagine a day when this highway of holiness will run from Egypt through Israel up to Assyria? That day is coming. But before that day comes, there's some very strong warnings about what will happen in Egypt. And we're seeing them unfold in our day. Unfortunately, our own government has been on the wrong side of history by supporting the Muslim Brotherhood in Egypt. Now that support has turned into violence in the streets. But I have good news for you. Al Jazeera is covering the news out of Egypt. And so you can be rest assured that just as Al Gore brought you the internet, he's now, having sold his current TV to Al Jazeera, now allowing us to get the truth through the mainstream media. Well, we know that that's not the case. That's why we come to you on the web, through the Levitt Letter, and through our broadcast television program to let you know that things are unraveling in Egypt. And while that's happening, while the poor Egyptian people are suffering and the people in Syria are suffering, our government is requiring Israel to make more concessions to Mahmoud Abbas, who wrote his doctoral thesis denying the Holocaust and has a charter for Fatah that claims that Israel has no right to exist. We're asking the Jewish people to sit down with Mahmoud Abbas, and John Kerry is at the helm trying to make this happen. I want to tell you, only God can solve the Middle East issues. And that's good news for you and for me, because he is Sar Shalom, and he's coming. If you want to know more about what's really going on in the Middle East, come and see us at levitt.com.